Imagine this. You've been tapping a little lightning button on your phone for years, collecting something that looks like digital points. Friends keep telling you, one day this could be worth real money. You scroll through social media and see wild claims. Some say it'll trade for $30, others swear it's going to hit thousands of dollars per coin. Meanwhile, skeptics dismiss it all as a pipe dream. But then, after years of waiting, you hear the news. The network is finally going live, and those points might just become real, tradable cryptocurrency. Could this be the biggest financial opportunity you've ever been a part of? Or is it just another internet illusion? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the Pi network, its long-awaited Open Mainnet, and what this milestone really means for you. Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to unpack one of the most talked about projects in the crypto world, the Pi network. Whether you're already a pioneer tapping your phone daily, or someone who's just hearing about this for the first time, this video will give you the full story, from what Pi is, how it works, and most importantly, what's changing now that the Open Mainnet has officially launched in 2025. And hey, before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button so more pioneers and curious investors can see this video. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss updates on Pi and the rest of the crypto world. So let's get into it. For the uninitiated, Pi Network is a digital currency project launched in 2019 by a group of Stanford graduates. Their mission was simple but ambitious: to create the most widely accessible cryptocurrency in the world. Unlike Bitcoin or Ethereum, which require expensive hardware and massive amounts of electricity to mine, Pi was designed for everyday people. You don't need a powerful computer. You don't even need to drain your phone's battery. You just download an app, tap a button once a day, and you're in the game. The idea was to democratize mining. While Bitcoin mining has become dominated by large companies with specialized rigs, Pi's founders wanted to give ordinary people a chance to participate before the currency gained any real monetary value. Now you might be wondering, how on earth can you mine cryptocurrency just by pressing a button on your phone? Isn't mining supposed to require heavy computing power? Here's the secret. Pi doesn't use proof of work like Bitcoin. Instead, it relies on the Stellar Consensus Protocol, or SCP. Without getting too technical, SCP is based on networks of trusted participants who validate transactions. In the Pi ecosystem, you create something called a security circle, a small group of people you personally trust. These circles overlap across millions of users, creating a decentralized web of security. When you tap the mining button, you're not actually solving math problems. You're signaling to the Pi servers. Yes, I'm here. I'm real. I'm active. In return, you're rewarded with Pi coins at a set rate. Over time, as more people join the network, that rate decreased through a process called halving, the same principle that makes Bitcoin scarcer over time. The genius here is accessibility. No draining batteries. No complicated setups. And no barrier to entry. This is why Pi exploded to more than 55 million engaged users worldwide. But here's where things get interesting. For years, all the Pi you were mining existed only in a testnet environment. Think of it as playing on a practice field. You could accumulate Pi, but you couldn't send it to exchanges, convert it into cash, or buy a coffee with it. In late 2022, the team launched an enclosed mainnet. It was like opening the stadium but keeping the doors locked. Users who passed KYC, Know Your Customer verification, could migrate their Pi into wallets and transact within a closed economy. But still, no external transfers, no trading on Binance, no real-world liquidity. That brings us to 2025. The firewall is coming down. The Open Mainnet is officially here. This is the Pi network's make-or-break moment. For the first time, pioneers will be able to connect their Pi wallets to other blockchains, and exchanges can finally list Pi for trading. In other words, your Pi coins are no longer just numbers in an app, they're real, transferable assets on a live blockchain. So, if you're a Pi pioneer, what changes today? First, ownership. Until now, your Pi was essentially an IOU. Now, once you migrate it to the Open Mainnet, those coins are secured by your private keys. It's the difference between having store credit and having actual cash in your hand. Second, liquidity. With Pi tradable on exchanges, you can in theory swap it for Bitcoin, Ethereum, stablecoins like USDT, or even convert it into your local fiat currency. This is the leap from speculative points to real-world value. But here's the catch. Nobody knows what the price will be. And that brings me to one of the biggest misconceptions out there. You've probably seen screenshots of Pi trading at $30, $100, or even the infamous consensus price of $314,159 per coin. Let me be blunt, those numbers are not real. What you're seeing are IOUs, speculative placeholders listed by some exchanges. They're not connected to the actual Pi network, and they don't represent the true value of Pi. The real price will only be established once Pi is officially listed on public exchanges and open trading begins. So how will that price be determined? Like any cryptocurrency, or really, like any asset, through supply and demand. On the supply side, not all mined Pi will hit the market at once. Many pioneers have locked up portions of their Pi to increase their mining rate. That temporarily reduces circulating supply, which could stabilize prices early on. On the demand side, two big factors matter. First, the sheer size of the community, over 55 million users. Even if a small fraction actively trade or hold Pi, that's a lot of potential demand. Second, and maybe more important, is utility. If people can actually use Pi to buy goods and services in the ecosystem, that creates organic demand beyond speculation. Now, let's talk about what you need to do if you're a pioneer. Step 1. Complete your KYC. Without passing identity verification, you can't migrate your Pi to the mainnet. No KYC, no coins. It's that simple. Step 2. Set up your Pi wallet. During setup, you'll receive a 24-word passphrase. This is your master key. Write it down on paper, never store it digitally. Treat it like your financial future, because in many ways it is. Step 3. Finish the mainnet checklist. This includes confirming your wallet, choosing the lockup configuration, and submitting your request to migrate. Locking up some Pi can increase your mining rate, but it also delays when you can sell or spend it. So choose carefully. The Pi network is now standing at a historic crossroads. After 6 years of development, testing, and anticipation, the Open Mainnet is finally live. For millions of pioneers, this is the moment when theory turns into practice. Digital points in an app become real cryptocurrency. But with that opportunity comes responsibility. You now control your assets, your keys, and your financial future within the network. Be cautious of scams. Don't trust random people offering to buy your Pi outside official channels. And don't fall for fake prices floating around the internet. The real market value of Pi will only emerge in the coming months as exchanges list it and trading volume builds. Whether Pi becomes a global currency, a niche project, or just another crypto experiment, that's up to the community, the utility built around it, and of course, the forces of supply and demand. So pioneers, the wait is over. The Open Mainnet is here. Now the question is, what will you do with your Pi? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to drop a comment below with your prediction. What do you think Pi will trade at once exchanges open? And while you're there, smash that like button, and subscribe for more updates as we track Pi's journey in real time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.